Thank you for joining me on TikTok. Thank you for joining me on Facebook. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. Today I'm live with a very special person that you may be very happy to have around. He is one of the people that have been wanted almost all over the world because of what he discovered. So I'm going to take a break now. After the break, I will set the ball rolling. Remember, in this platform, we believe in one thing. If you don't get information, you are already deformed. Let's give you some information about AI. But before we dive into the crux of the matter, please do this.
If you no get information, you are already deformed. Why not go to your YouTube? Jovika TV. Hey, you want come for Facebook? Jovika TV. Instagram and Twitter. Jovika TV. Abi, you want them for TikTok? Jovika TV. Abi, na WhatsApp you want them? Jovika TV. Jovika TV. Poised to reach you with the truth.
Hello, in Jovika TV. We are always poised to reach you with the truth. Today, I'm live with the most wanted guy in the whole community. I'm not talking other person that the guy who founded Kros, is it Kros or Kros? He will explain by himself. I don't want to bite my teeth before I will begin to mention and get in trouble. Yes, I'm privileged to have him. People have been looking for here and there. Somebody that is wanted in Netherlands, UK, America. I don't know how the wind blew him into America. I quickly grabbed him. People know me. I don't miss this opportunity when I have these kind of people around me. Yes, sir. I'm seeing Joseph Fermena Jr. Please, who are we together today in this building? Explain yourself, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Joe. I'm Joshua Firima, and I'm the co-founder at Cross AI. And basically, what we are doing at Cross AI is just to teach AI how to speak local dialects and accents, so more people can access AI technology and use modern tools.
Oh, wow. This is indigenous.
Yes.
Those of you on TikTok, can you hear him? Please, I want you to make sure you are hearing him loud and clear. If you can't hear him, then I will amplify his voice. I hope you guys can hear him. That's the picture of him there. You might not see the video talking, but the picture is there at the background. If you can hear it, please give me feedback. Okay, let's move on. What did you study at the university?
Okay, I studied business management.
Business management.
Yeah, business management in University of Calabar, Cross River.
Oh, Cross River State. Okay.
Yeah,
where are you from? Are you from Calabar, Cross River?
No, I'm from River State.
Oh, great. Do you mind telling me the side of the River State?
I'm from the Ogoni tribe in River State.
Wonderful. Oh, my people. I love the Ogoni people. Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, you studied business management. How come you delve into AI founding? How do we agree? How can we give let me understand what gave you what informed you into founding this particular wonderful, innovative AI? Go ahead.
Okay. So basically, I've been doing business all my life. I started my first business when I was 16, and then I started selling softwares as a affiliate marketer, like a marketer. I put together a team of engineers, and we started building another product. That's after I sold softwares for a couple of times from 2019 up until 2021. I was selling softwares on the international market on JBZoo, Warrior Plus, ClickBank. And after then, I put together a team my friend at the time, who is my co-founder today, and we started building at the time a fintech. So just a mobile app where people can like businesses can send money, create online store, do marketing, get access to like funding. That's we lending money to people, right?
Mm.
So we did that for a while till the election of the last election happened where there was the cash crunch
Okay.
and the dynamics of the market changed, and that's when we pivoted to building what we are building today. So myself, I'm not an engineer. I'm not an engineer. I'm more of a sales and marketing guy.
Okay.
So I have a team of engineers that work with me. We have about
Okay.
5 people on my team right now. So I
Oh,
basically spearhead the vision of the company. I draft all the marketing plan, do all the fundraising, do all the customer facing part of business, while my co-founder and my other staff members do the bulk of the coding.
wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. In this is what I call it. You just having what we call team spirit. You just have to form a team and really enable you to get where you are going. And that is the way it should be. People most time who want to personalize most of their knowledge end up having limited output over there. Thank you for that. What a Latin spirit you possess. Okay, now, um, how come were you able to let the world know that you guys came up with this particular innovation? How were you able to project yourself to the global market, to be seen, to be invited? You've been to countries. I want you to tell us how many countries have you been to or you are going to be going to? And how were you able to sell yourself out there? Go ahead.
Okay. So I am a sales and marketing by default. So I've been doing this for a very long time, right? So there are when you're building startups like this, you need support from technical support to funding support and all of that. So we've been part of a couple of accelerator programs, both back in Nigeria and also in the US.
Mhm.
And we also have partnership, or I would say we've been also in programs from Microsoft. They have a program called Microsoft for Startup. We're also been into one from Google, which is Google Cloud for Startup, and also NVIDIA Inception. That's also a program to support early stage startups like us, like ours. So it's always about searching for opportunities, applying to them. We've applied for a ton of them, we've gotten into a few, and those few we've gotten into have helped in amplifying our mission and what we are building so far. And also, a few online news agencies have carried what we are doing, from This Day Live to Vanguard to also TechPoints.Africa, and also another one called Business Online Africa. So we have gotten a lot of press coverage, and also I've
Mm,
done a lot of podcasts like this one I'm on right now. I've done a couple of interviews too. So all of
wow.
these things cumulatively have helped us put our message out there. So that's how
Wow.
we've been pushing. Yeah.
This is awesome. Wonderful young guys are there who has one thing or the other. Some of you have invented a lot of stuff. You've been able to come across God's given knowledge. And some of you are trying to die with your star, but you don't need to die with your star. Rather, you should die like a star. That's what I keep saying, people. The worst thing that can happen to anybody is to die with your star. But if you die like a star, that is the best thing because it takes someone to bring out what is in you. This guy, some of you have one thing or the other to offer to the community, but no opportunity to show it to the world. You can hear him, how he was able to project himself out there. Today he's been invited. Have you been invited by any country, or are you being invited, or do you have an invitation to come anywhere for exhibition or whatever? Before we go a break, tell us.
Yeah. Yes. I've been getting a lot of invitations. So by in August, I'll be in Canada for one.
Wow,
Next month, June, I'll be in the UK for another one.
great.
And within the US, I last weekend I was in Ohio at Nigerian USA Chamber for Commerce, where I was. They have their 14th annual meeting they do. So I was like invited to speak and also to present what I'm been working on.
Hmm.
So we have been doing this for a while, and I have one mantra I work with. It's not about who you see, but about who sees you. So I always
Mm,
try to put myself out there to make sure that people see me, right? So then that's how opportunities have been coming to me. A lot of
mm.
them. Yeah.
Wonderful guys. I hope you heard him. It's not about who you see, it's about who sees you. And for him to make sure he's being seen, he's pushing himself out there to the world. And today he's being seen. You can see a lot of invitation coming around his way. It is not a joke. It is God's doing. It is effort. It is. Some of you believe in making money by charm, the drug, or some of you. Okay, let me ask you.
Mhm.
There are some pastors. I know you. What's your religious background? Are you a Pentecostal, traditionalist, or whatever? Before I ask this question,
I'm a Pentecostal Christian.
good. Thank you. I'm happy for that. To hear that. So there are some youth that will believe that is when pastor prays for them, they were raising their phone up. Money will start flowing into that phone, and we have received videos of that. They say raise your phone as if I be a man of God, 24 hours, and sometimes money will enter according to them, and you see 10,000 naira. I don't know the kind of God that will be doing miracle. 10,000 is miracle. Some miracle that me can perform. Something I can just give somebody even 100,000. But God that they prayed for give 10,000, 15,000. What is your assessment of this particular miracle? Some youth are releasing their phone, waiting for money to be flowing to the phone. What can you tell us?
Well, one thing is I try as much as possible not to be too involved with religion, like religion in that aspect, right?
Agree with you.
But one thing I always do is I follow the Bible, what the Bible says. And
Mm.
the Bible have made us understand that God will bless the works of our hands. So
Oh, toi.
I believe that if you're not doing anything with your hands, you're just wasting your time because the heaven and earth, will pass away, but God's word will remain. Right. So if you just have to find a way to do something, if you think it's by miracle, well, if it works for you, good for you. Right. But there have never been any great man that didn't have something doing. Miracle does not make people billionaires. It's the works of your hands that makes you a billionaire.
Miracle does not make people billionaire, it's the works of their hand. The miracle is in that work of your hand. Because where I believe in
Exactly.
miracle, when you have something to offer, and what you have to offer is not giving you an offer to change your life, then when God blesses or intervenes over what you have, that's a miracle. Because there are people who are talented, gifted, with that particular thing they have, they are not being seen. They are being closed by spiritual powers, by one thing or the other. So if any day God allows you to shine, that's miracle. But not telling me you don't have what to offer, no handwork, nothing, and you're waiting for miracle. Then I will. Although there's a miracle that will happen. The miracle will happen is 6 feet, so that you go there and see and see other people who have gone there waiting. Just 6 feet will be your portion. So if you are a youth and you think it's going to happen, sit on the road, in the room singing, waiting for miracle, that when you are doing nothing. Even Moses needed a miracle to cross the Red Sea. God asked him, what do you have in your hand? What do you do? Our Bible says, whatever your hand finds to do it with all your mind. So stop waiting for miracle when you don't have something to offer, bro. I told you guys in one of my posts, I believe in favor, but if favor without labor, I disagree. Yes, I know one can be favor without labor, but any favor without labor, waiting for favor, waiting for favor without labor is stupidity, and Christianity is not stupidity. Go and look for a labor that the favor will come upon, and you'll be there. May God bless you, my brother. We're going to take a very short break now, and when we come back, we'll be taking the last lap of the particular program. Wonderful guys. If you think you want to be part of this program, want to ask questions, want to know something about AI, the world is talking about AI now. Nothing. AI is the word. See, there are two things: AI, cybersecurity. This is where the world is heading to. If you are not there, you are behind. And some of us, when we see people like this, we need to bring them to your screen so that you will learn a lot from them. You may be opportune to have his contact, an email page, to if you want to interact and know more. If you also have something you want, you're manufacturing, you're confused. You think you have somebody who will guide you and make you to come to limelight to the glory of God. So without much time wasting, let me take this break. And when I come back, I will be taking the last lap of this program. This is Jovika TV. If you have not started following us, do me a favor, begin to follow right away.
Moral Interactive, Jovika TV, poised to reach you with the truth.
Now, so it be. We are poised to reach you with the truth and always poised. Joshua, are you married?
No, I'm not.
I hope you intend to marry soon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you mind telling us your age bracket, or you want to tell us your age?
No, I'm
Because you look
27.
27 years old and you're already in the global market. Wow. Then the woman will go marry you now. Look, I have a daughter who come come and marry my daughter, whether you know it anyhow. So guys, you can see he's a young man, that very promising young man who has already been in the global world. And he is, in fact, this is a man anybody can wish to have. If you are lucky that you have a good sister that he will enter his eye. But boy, it don't hammer. It don't hammer with that one. Okay, I want to ask you a question regarding to issue of this AI. What are the challenges? What are the challenges you faced before you were able to come to this particular point? Because there are people that could also be facing the same challenges, but they don't know how to bulldoze their way out of it. What are the difficulties you find before you find yourself where you are today? Go ahead.
Okay, so when we started building Cross AI, the number one issue we had was compute. Compute is the cloud server where you fine tune your models and you run your AI models on. And we were able to solve that when we got into Microsoft for Startup program. So Microsoft gave us about $150,000 in compute credits, right? And also when we got into the Google one, Google also gave us $350,000 in compute credit. So that's given us like over $500,000 in compute. So we have been able to solve that problem. So we know that for the next 2-3 years, we will not spend any money on that anymore. Now, the next issue was not data to be able to fine tune these models, because to teach AI how to speak local dialect, how to speak local accent, you have to feed it with data, both voice, text, and all of them. So we had to start building this data set from scratch because they didn't exist prior to now on the internet. They're very scarce, and that's why these languages are called low resource languages. And I'm talking about languages like Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Swahili, Shona, Amharic, Malay, even the Pidgin English, right? The data sets, that the quality data set that you need to train models are scarce. That's why they are called low resource languages. So we had to start putting this data set from scratch, building all we needed to be able to fine tune the model. So those were like the two major challenges we faced. But as we grew, also funding became a challenge, but so far so good. That has been half solved because we're currently raising and we've gotten some of the money and we are pushing to close out our round. So yeah.
Wow. So you talked about Google and so Microsoft sponsoring you. How were you able to access them to get you sponsored? Please tell us.
Okay, so they have like forms online. If you go online and you search for Google for Startup,
Okay.
right? Google for Startup, you will see the link. It's there. You can just go there and apply. If you also search Microsoft for Startups, you will see the link on Google. Just go there and apply. So as long as they see value in you, they are willing to give you that support by giving you credits to be able to run your product on top of their platform. Those are like actual monies that we would have spent, right? But they give us that in form of credit, not cash in the bank. They don't give you cash in the bank. Though they have other programs where they give you cash, but this particular one, they give you credit, which is money you would have spent on their platform. But they say, don't worry, come and build, take this money, spend it on our platform. right? So you cannot withdraw the money, but you can only spend it on top of their platform, which saves us external cash.
That's a very good one. I know it's not easy to even trust you to be able to give you that access to that particular money, whether to their platform or outside their platform. It's a very good favor one will receive. Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So wonderful brothers and sisters and followers and subscribers, you heard him very well. If you have anything to offer, why not make an advancement to reach out to Google in the same vein to make yourself known? I've seen a young boy manufacturing aircraft and all the rest of them. Sometimes when you make a video, the bloggers will use you and tell you, let's support him. You just end there. Go extra mile, go to Google, showcase what you have. If you have value, if they have value in you, they will invest in you. And if you don't tell people where you are, nobody will see where you are. Thank you for that information. Okay, I want to also ask you, most time when people have formed something as a team, the problem is always financial benefit that accrue or come from there. It will all separate them. People like P-Square. One of the problems they are facing, I don't monitoring if should be there in terms of marriage and all the rest of them. How are you guys going to manage by the time you are blowing now, going to places, blowing yourself, moving up? By the time we have excess money, sometimes it brings separation and problem. Though I believe in separation for progression. Yeah, because without separation, there will be no progression. Why do I say so? Today, you came out from your mother's womb. You were separated from your mother's womb. Even you came from your father. Something was separated from your father to your mother. Your mother harbored it 9 months and separated from her to you. Your mother tried to bribe you to stay close with the breast. It only lasted for 2 months, so 1 year or thereabout. And something pushed you away. School, separation. First school, second school, third school, actually university. We will come back when the school closed. Another distance. When you finish, boom. Now the next thing that will separate you now is all this innovation and marriage. If it's a woman, you are leaving the house completely. Now that's the truth. God is separating you for you to progress in life. Nobody progresses without separation. Now, how are you going to manage staying together when you have planned to start up, when you are financially stable, and your team? So, because I believe if you stay together, you might come up with more innovation. Except whatever. How are you going to manage your success? Because one thing is to climb the mountain, another is to stay on the mountain. What would you tell us?
Okay, basically, we are not hustling. That's number one. We are building a proper company. Good. Right? Our company is registered in Nigeria and also in the US. So we moved our headquarters to the US. So basically, how it works is at the point of registration. In fact, before I am a co-founder even started working together, we were friends for a while. Then we started building this company. So we have like a founders agreement. There's always a founders agreement that says what to expect from the other. I'm sales and marketing head of charge of going out there looking for funding and bringing to the business, funding the business and all of that. He's more of the technical guy, building the systems, the structures, the architecture, everything that does with the cloud management, all of that, DevOps and that. So we already know the roles we are to play. It's not my guy business. It's a proper company we are building, right? We have agreements in place. Even when we registered our company with CAC in Nigeria and also with the state of Delaware in the US, we also had that agreement enshrined in the articles of incorporation.
Okay.
Right. So there's legal backing to everything we do. So even when we raise money from investors, we have shares in the company. So even when our shares in the percentage ownership reduces, we know that that's how it's supposed to be. Even when would IPO or a bigger company buys us, right? Whichever one happens, that is to the most beneficial to everyone. It's already structured how sharing is going to be. It's not my guy. I've done businesses in the past that I've done my guy. And what happened? I lost everything. I was like 4 million naira in debt. This was like about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, as a 22-year-old, in 4 million naira in debt. Right? But that was because I did my guy kind of business. Because when you do my guy, no one is accountable. Everybody is just working on vibes and inshallah. But when there's proper structure, we know that anything happens, there's dispute or anything, we go to court. There's something the court can look at that is substantial to serve justice to every
Somebody's
party
learning.
involved.
Somebody, are you hearing? It's not a matter of that. Somebody should be hearing you. In fact, you blow my mind. There's nothing my guy, my father in business. Business is business. And everything is written. When there's any hitches or whatever, you consult the written article. You don't just. So some of you that are having problem with your partner in whatever you're doing is because of the way it is structured. Everybody knows their role. Play your role and your living from there. You will not encroach into my role, neither will I encroach. Encroaching into my role is infringing on my own right. And when something is accrued, some income, you know what is worth you. That is structure. So in other words, if you are a manufacturer, please, you have a partner, because you cannot grow without partnership. What you have is in another person. What you need is in another person. And what that person needs is in you. Bring them together. You build something future. But let that be a written agreement so that it will not be my guy. He said he has lost 1 million naira in being my guy. There was a guy I wanted us to do business together recently. The guy, Walam Nala. And he said that just because he heard that there's a third party, he forgot that should be a written document. The guy, everybody know what they earn, what they're going to earn. But the guy said, no, as long as there's a third party, I don't want to hear. And we ended up not having that business. I will deal with that guy in the future by the grace of God. That's yeah, I will. Okay, in conclusion, I don't know if anyone watching us, you have a question for him. You want to understand something, the door is open. If you want me to give you a number to call, I think you can always reach me on this number. This is my studio line. If you want to call to ask question on anything that has to do with our brother, you can always call. Even if you're going to watch this particular broadcast thereafter, you can always chat me. Don't call at that time. Chat on this number. If you want to ask him, I can always reach to him. Or you also have a very beautiful young sister that is talented. You would like him to get entangled with it. Sneak into my WhatsApp. Tell me I have a beautiful sister. Let me, if I assess her, my spirit, I welcome her. I will push him further to him. And if he works out, you give me my own cut of, don't be sad at the time, just little cut. That's so it be. Person will work go chop. They call it work chop. This is my workshop. So if I chop, I don't blame me. Let me see a comment here, whether the comment is for me or for you. Before we round up okay, the person is sending greetings. Where are you watching up from? Godson Chukumo, where are you watching up from? Tell us. Let's know if we are reaching, where we are reaching. Where are you watching from? Because we are running off the program. 2 minutes, we are gone. It's 30 minutes podcast. Yes. Okay. Today, as I told you guys, I'm live and direct with one of our brothers from all the way from River States. Currently, he's shooting from America. He was just got invited to come and do exhibition and teaching. He gave a talk on Kros AI. He will be going to UK by end of this month. He'll be in Canada. He's also going to be in different part of the world. He's been invited because he has something to offer. If you have something to offer, people will seek your hand in marriage. The women talk about marriage, it's level by level. It's not be when you don't get anything now, just to eat. Like some girls. And I need a man that can take care of me. What do you have? Bumbo. And there's a mad woman, she also has bumbo. So if it's a bumbo is the problem, I'll go for the mad woman. So you must have something to offer, something that has value. Okay, Chukuma is watching up from Italy. Chukuma, thank you so much. Share our video. God bless you. If you're not following, make sure you follow. So we have a wonderful guy here who has broken some record of into AI industry. What do you have? Do you have any relationship with what do you call it? Security. How did they pronounce it? Security something. Yeah. This is security, cyber security. Do you have any knowledge, information, connection to cyber security? Yes.
No, personally, I don't. That's not my domain right now. So
No,
that's it.
that's not your domain. Your domain remains this AI aspect and your team of engineers. In conclusion,
Yeah.
what is your advice to young, talented youth in Nigeria, all over the world? What is your advice for them? Can you just shoot the thing? Let's know. Let them hear you.
Okay, so basically, what I always tell my peers or whoever cares to listen is, you can only, that's, no one will bet on you if you don't bet on yourself,
Mm,
right? What I mean is, you can't say you want to start a business. Say, for example, you need like 1 million naira now to start a business, and you're like, I don't have any money yet, but I just want this money. If you can just give me this money, it's hard for someone to just give you money when you have not even invested your own money in that business. That's one. In a case where you say, okay, you want to learn a particular skill and you're waiting on someone to, let's say, give you laptop or something, or like buy you a new phone, or like give you a particular kind of gadget to learn that thing, when you have not started with what you have, right? It's hard for other people to just believe in you. Because I personally, when I started, it was a ton of, disappointments, a ton of, shutting down on friends, just trying to focus and just do my own thing. I was doubted, I was misunderstood, but I just had to. In fact, even when I started, I didn't have a laptop. I was borrowing my friend's laptop,
try.
But I believed one thing for sure is that I know what I want, and I believed in what I want, right? So that's all what I always tell you. Just be delusional enough to believe that you will succeed. Worst case scenario, you will not succeed. But worst
Mm,
case scenario, best case scenario, you will succeed. Worst case, you will not succeed and you look for something else to do. You won't die. Because whether I like it
exactly.
or not, the more you wait, the more time goes. 5 years from now, we still come. Whether you walk, whether you chase your dreams or not. So what do you have to lose? Then just go for it.
Mm. So if I'm asking to give tablet, tell us 1 to 3 steps one would take towards success. Or how can you mention them? So if I say three, 3, 4, 5 steps, how many steps do you think one can take, and what are they? Let me say, somebody will say number one, this. You mention on one of them, believe in yourself, blah blah blah. Can you just give us 1, 2, 3 if you have them in that chronological?
Okay, okay, let me give like actionable steps instead of the normal vibes of believe in yourself
Good.
and go for what you want, right? Okay, so let's take it like, first, as a young person, you have to have a skill. That's
One.
the number one thing. Your skill will make way for you. Yes, is your degree is good. That will open doors for you, right? Like
Mm.
in this America, your degree means a lot. It will open doors for you, but your skill will keep you there. That's
Mm.
the thing. So you
Point.
need to learn a skill. There are a lot of platforms. YouTube is there. I personally, I learned most of the things I know today about even AI, about engineering, like software engineering, about marketing from YouTube. Go to YouTube, be intentional, search for things like, if you want to learn, let's say, for example, you want to learn UI UX, that's how to design user interface and user experiences on software products. You go like, how to be a UI UX designer for beginners, something like that. Don't just search vague keywords, be specific on YouTube, and you will see people have done different videos. Then you start consuming all of those videos. That's one. Another thing you can do is you could go to Udemy, Udemy. If you're pronouncing it like a Nigerian will pronounce, it's Ude and Mine. Udemy. That's Udemy.
You tell me, okay?
Udemy.com. Right? Go there. There are tons of free courses you can learn. Don't be shy to learn.
Mm.
Learning never ends. That's just the truth. As long as you're alive, you just need to keep learning, because you have to learn every day to improve, because the world is moving extremely fast. Right? How it was moving 10 years ago is very how it's moving now with the advent of AI.
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
everything is moving 10x faster.
Mm.
Right? That's that. So
So,
educating yourself, go to
okay.
YouTube, go to Udemy, take all of these courses, then put yourself out there. You cannot know everything, because even the Bible says a closed mouth is a closed destiny,
Mm-hmm.
right? The more you talk, the more people will hear about you, the more people will know about you. Go to professional networks. I'm not talking Facebook or Instagram. Go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn. If you go to linkedin.com, create a profile and start putting content out. There are a lot of people. When you go to LinkedIn, you can like look at the top people in your field, right?
Mm.
Let's say, for example, you want to do AI. Let's say you want to do. Let's say use the UI UX analogy now. You want to do UI UX. Look for the top 10 people in that field that are doing well both locally in Nigeria and also internationally. Follow all of them on LinkedIn and Twitter. These two places. Twitter is now called X now. Follow them. As you follow these people, keep consuming their content, engaging with their content. Over time, you will see that you will start thinking like them and you start seeing yourself in their shoes. And before you know it, you will start being a better person in that particular skill that you have decided to learn. And don't be scared of trying new things, new technology, moving out. If you are, say, for example, you are staying in Aba, don't be scared to move to Lagos. It's not hard. People are moving. Right? I was born in Rivers State, but I schooled in Calabar, in Cross River. I stayed there for 7 years. When I finished, I moved to Lagos, and it was from Lagos I moved to the US. So you just have to not be scared to take the next step. You have to be bold. So I think I hope this is actionable enough, though.
Very, very, very wonderful. Very, 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 very informative. I love that. Number one, have something. Another thing is for you to have something. Another thing to know you have it. Because there are
Exactly.
people who have it, they don't know they have it. They thought it's just
Yeah,
a coincidence. Something is happening to me. You understand?
I tell people, you village people only have power on you, right? Only when you give them power. If you don't have anything, doing, even the Bible says that an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Mm-hmm.
You get, so you don't have to be idle. Otherwise, you know.
Okay. You don't have it to be idle. Make sure you have something to offer. And when you have it, speak out, reach out. Don't allow money to be a hindrance for you to showcase yourself to showcase yourself to the world. Don't always rely on. Look at what he did. He started doing something. He had so many disappointments, but he didn't stop. In general, all he said here is consistency is what characterizes whether you are discovered. You have to be consistent that you have something and keep pushing it, and you will be there. Thank you, wonderful brother, my brother, for being on this cool show with me. It's been nice talking with you, and I'm grateful that you made yourself available despite your tight schedule, all the invitation surrounding you, and you were able to give us this opportunity to be on my screen. I see it as a privilege and I appreciate you for that. I also thank those of you who have watched this program. Share it. Somebody might be through your sharing and receive something good. Don't limit yourself. Don't be stingy to the point that you cannot share this video. You don't need it, but someone needs it. The information you dish out here or the one I gave would have been what's going to be the breaking point in people's life. Don't know. Why not be liberal enough? Share this particular broadcast as much as you can. Those who are watching now, those going to be watching thereafter. Make sharing as a habit. All the people in your contact, all the WhatsApp group, share. Don't always be sharing negative information. If it is a naked woman now, no boy, see what this guy they do, but you still there that they watch. This guy now, this guy, see what they do for social media. Social media does not spoil, but you see there they watch. Social media does not spoil. You follow the spoil. So when something that will help people to share, you will not share it. All these people, all these boys, they beg. May God deliver you from poverty. Poverty is ringing bell in your head. And God, not only you could deliver yourself, not even God, because God has given you something to be free. Thank you, wonderful brothers and sisters, for joining us in this particular platform. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, my brother Joshua, for being part of it. My brother is watching from all the way from Liberia. People's watching from Liberia. A lot of people are really watching all over the world. Guys, we love you guys. Remember, if you don't get information, you are already deformed. I want to use this opportunity to pass this information that please go and look for information wherever you can find it. He just told you different places. And when you build yourself, then go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the professional platforms, not just Facebook and this. Whenever you find yourself there with your profile, bro, you're good to go. Go for AI, go for cyber security, and whatever you can do, because this is where the world is heading to. If you allow me here, talk there for this month. I know I'm continue talking. We have to hold the break. Make we not talk. In a program like this, I hate to go, but I have to go. so that I can come back. Because he who fights and runs away will come back to fight again. Thank you, wonderful followers and subscribers. I love you guys so much. You guys are really making my day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With that end, I say goodbye.
If you no get information, you are already deformed. Why not go to your YouTube? Jovika TV. You want come for Facebook? Jovika TV. Instagram and Twitter. Jovika TV. Abi you want come for TikTok? Jovika TV. Abi na WhatsApp you want come? Jovika TV. Jovika TV, poised to reach you with the truth.